Have another drop zone battle report for you today. 2,500 points, Shaltari tribes versus United Colonies of Man. We are playing the basic mission, so we have 3 objectives across the center. One here, and a third here. Then we have the side objectives here, here, and there. There's our board set up. We haven't started deploying yet, but we have our armies over here. We'll walk you down those first. For the UCM, we have heavy tanks. We have 4 gladius and 2 scimitars and an albatross. We have 2 ravens carrying the longbow artillery there. Here we have 9 saber tanks and a second albatross. For the command section, we have a Ferrum drone base, a Kodiak ACV, and 4 Wolverines. Then we have 2 groups of infantry. There are 2 groups of 3 stands in bear APCs with condors, and then he also has condors with 3 rapiers attached to each. So we have 2 of those that are identical. Then for his special forces, we have 2 groups of Praetorians and Raven A's and 1 group of Praetorian snipers and a Raven A. For the Shaltari, we have a heavy group. We have 2 Caimans and 3 Kukris. We have an spear tip that has firstborns and 5 Yaris with light ion cannons. We have 2 infantry groups, 2 groups of 2 stands of braves with a attached Thunderhawk or Thunderbird, and we have 2 groups that are set up that way. We have an armored formation of 4 tarantulas with 2 bird eaters. We have 6 tomahawks and 3 kukris. We have the command group, which is firstborns, the coyote, and 2 ocelots. And then for gates, we have 3 Eden gates, 4 Haven Terra gates, 2 Spirit Light gates, and 1 Gaia heavy gate. That's the armies. What level commander do you have?
A general.
So we have a general for the UCM, and then I have the High War Chief. So we'll be back after we roll initiative and go through the first turn. Alright, just finished up turn 1. All movement this turn, obviously. So we got some firstborn braves dropped in here. Gates moving up the streets here. Dropped the Yaris. Kukris and Caimans came on. And between the Caimans and 1 Thunderbird, we knocked 14 damage points out of that building. So he decided not to occupy it just yet. We got a Thunderbird here, 6 Tomahawks, and the Kukris. And they fired into this building, dealt 7 points, and destroyed all but 1 of the snipers who roped into that building. Got a couple of the walkers down here. The rest stayed on the mothership. Got some infantry here. And then for the UCM, they've moved their Praetorians up, their drones up to the flank here with the commander and Ferrum down here. Got the artillery in the back. Masses and masses of infantry taking the center of the table with some support from rapiers. Then we have 2 Falcon gunships that I forgot to mention in the pregame that are standing in for these flight stands here. They're moving up the flank. They have a squad of rapiers in their condor for support as well. Albatross here is carrying up the heavy armor, and Albatross there is bringing in the sabers. So nothing much has happened yet. Snipers took some pretty serious damage early on. But we'll be back at the end of turn 2 to show you how things are starting to unfold. Turn 2 has just come to an end. We'll start with the damage. The Shaltari lost 1 of their bird eaters to shot from the Kodiak ACV down there in the back corner of the table. I think that's all the damage the Shaltari took that turn. Rolled very well on passives. His missile drones here flew up. Got 3 or 6 hits on that, and 4 of them bounced off, so he was unable to deal any damage. Drawing a blank, the Yaris flew up here and knocked out 1 of the 2 invisible Falcons. The other one flew around, hit this tank, made another passive, got incredibly lucky there. Dropped 2 groups of infantry here, failed to find that objective. Dropped a 3rd group there. The 4th group is down here. They did find their objective, and the Eden Gate sitting over there carried it off the table. And they moved to the wall, hit and destroyed with both of their Gauss rifles. Blew 2 of the Wolverines apart. We have a massive CQB that's about to start. We've got 2 groups of Praetorians going against 2 groups of firstborns. So there will be sheer carnage in the building there. that's about it. Oh yeah, we did tons of damage to this building. We got it 6, 12, 18, 24, 34 points. It's got 6 points left, and those guys have already activated. So it's going to be really who gets initiative to see if I can bring that building down before they can get out of there. So that's the end of turn 2, and we'll be back after turn 3 to show you what's gone down since then. Right now, 2 points for the Shaltari and 0 for UCM. Back at the bottom of, that was 3, yes? Mm-hmm. You'll notice a big gaping hole in the middle of the table. Shaltari did get initiative, and they slagged that building, so that platoon fell to their deaths with the building. These guys advanced, fired. We returned fire. He lost one of those, 2 gates, or 2 of his anti-air tanks. He shot down that Eden gate that was right there. The bird eater got his act together and flew over here and finished the drones. And then the Ferrum spawned more and sent them out into the street. The Caymans, there was a lot that went on down here too. He dropped all of his armor last turn, so it all fired on this building. And you can see we're getting down to the Leary point ourselves. We were unable to find the objective. So if we don't win initiative, we may not be here at the end of the turn. So they also pushed in here with a full platoon. My guys just went ahead and bailed, and the Caymans started firing their weapons into that. So right now, still 2-0 Shaltari. But oh yeah, we also had this CQB down here. He wounded me incredibly well, but I failed 2 of my 4+ dodge saves, and in return killed 7 Praetorians here, or was it 8? 8 Praetorians here, and 4 Praetorians here. But everybody held, nobody failed their fortitude. So that's where we're standing, 2-0 right now for Shaltari, but still a lot of game left and a lot of rickety buildings that look like they're about to collapse. So we'll be back at the end of turn. Alright, on the first activation of turn 3, the Shaltari did win initiative roll, and these Braves were able to find the objective just in time before their building collapsed. So they scooted out through the Haven Terra gates after dropping the objective to a Eden gate, which is sitting over there, moved into reserve. So at that point, he's going to call it because all the buildings are getting kind of rickety, and this CQB did go against him last turn, so he is in a very much uphill position right now. So we're going to go ahead and call the game there. Shaltari 4, United Colonies of Man 0. The link will be in the description as always to the blog, where we will have army lists and post-game thoughts. So if you have any special requests you'd like to see us play a certain type of mission, or changes to the battle report that would make it better, just let us know. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.